today another episode of Inspiring Your Sad podcast. I'm your host Hina Parenting Wali, and today we are talking about small habits, but that creates a big impact in our life. Micro habits. So micro habits are teeny actions and take just a few seconds or minutes over time, and then can complete change your life. So today I have very amazing guest, Maya, and I welcome to Maya. Today we discuss, and Maya asks me what is importance of micro habits. So welcome, Maya. Hi, how are you?
Walaikum assalam. Hi, Hina. Good to be here. I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. Micro habits, huh? I've been hearing a lot about those. Seems kind of
Yes.
counterintuitive, right?
What
Like
are macro habits?
macro habits are basically your big sweeping routines, the things you do regularly that take a fair bit of time and effort. Think going to the gym, meal prepping for the week, writing a chapter of a book. They're the habits that feel substantial. Micro habits are the opposite, almost laughably small, like flossing one tooth or doing one push up. Does that make sense?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Why are macro habits important for everyone?
Um, well, macro habits give your life structure, right? They're the building blocks of long-term goals. Want to get in shape? Got to build a gym habit. Want to be a writer? You need a writing habit. They create consistency and ultimately results, but they can also be really intimidating to start. That's where micro habits come in. Does that track?
Okay. Yes, right. How we start building micro habits?
Okay, so here's the thing. You make them so small they're almost impossible to fail at. Like seriously small. Don't aim to meditate for 20 minutes. Aim to take one mindful breath. Aim to write a page. Aim to write one sentence. The idea is to bypass that initial resistance and just start. Then, ideally, that one small thing leads to another. It's about building momentum, not willpower. Sound doable?
Great.
Glad to
So
hear it.
impressed.
Well, I've heard a bit about it. It's a pretty neat concept, honestly. Makes a lot of sense why it works. It's a little sneaky in a good way, right? Like tricking your brain into doing something productive. What made you want to explore micro habits in the first place?
What if we forget to miss a day?
Okay, so you skip a day. It happens. Don't beat yourself up about it. Honestly, that's the beauty of how tiny these habits are. Missing a day isn't a big deal. Just start again tomorrow. There's zero pressure. It's not like you derailed some massive complex routine. It's one tiny thing. Don't turn a slip up into a spiral. Just get back on the horse or, take that one mindful breath. Does that feel reasonable?
Okay, that's great.
Good. Because beating yourself up over a missed micro habit is, well, kind of defeating the whole purpose, right?
But
It's,
if we how many micro habits should we build at once?
ooh, good question. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. That's a recipe for burnout. Start with one. Seriously, just one. Get that one locked in, make it automatic, then add another. Trying to do too much at once is how good intentions go to die. Slow and steady wins the race, yeah? It's about sustainable change, not quick fix. You're thinking about
Okay.
what kind of micro habit to start with? If so, what's been on your
Yes.
mind? Anything you've been wanting to do but haven't quite gotten around to? Or something small you think would just make your day a little bit better? No pressure, just spitballing. Okay, notes.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes a minute. All right. So we've covered what they are, why they matter, how to start. Anything else I can help you unpack about micro habits? Or are you good to move on to something else?
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. What's next on the agenda? Or if you're feeling spontaneous, we can just chat about whatever pops into your head. I'm pretty flexible.
Next question is can micro habits really change life?
Absolutely. It sounds underwhelming, right? Like, how can something so small possibly make a big difference? But it's the compound effect. Small changes, consistently applied, add up over time. Think of it like investing. Even small amounts consistently go into something substantial. Those tiny actions reshape your identity, your routines, and ultimately your life. It's not about transformations, it's about incremental improvement. Kind of magical, actually. What do you think?
You are
I'm a little
right.
skeptical. Right about what
How do
specifically?
they help in learning? How they do help in learning?
Okay, that's a great question. See, learning anything new often feels overwhelming. Big tasks, tons of information, micro habit down. Instead of learn to code, it's spend 5 minutes on coding tutorials. Instead of learn a new language, it's learn one new word. They make learning less daunting and more consistent. Plus, the small wins build confidence and motivation, which are huge for sticking with it. It's about making learning a daily manageable thing instead of a huge, scary project. Does that land? So you're wondering how
That's
to
so
make.
great.
Sorry, I missed that. Did you say that took read or that took read? I'm still getting the hang of deciphering spoken words sometimes. Could you repeat that? Okay, just a little static there. Got it. Sometimes hiccups. We can move on if you though. No worries. Where were we? Learning in micro habits, right?
Yes.
So, to recap, small, consistent steps make learning less intimidating, build confidence, and help you stick with it. It's about removing the friction, making it easy to show up, even when you don't feel like it. Is there a specific learning goal you have in mind? Maybe we can brainstorm a micro habit to support it.
Wonderful.
Anything at all? Fantastic! I'm glad you're feeling
But
inspired.
why do big goals fail but micro habits work?
Excellent question. It's about psychology, really. Big goals trigger our brain's threat response. They feel daunting, overwhelming, and we procrastinate to avoid that feeling. Micro habits are so small, don't trigger that same response. They're easy, almost effortless. So we're more likely to just do them. Plus, completing them gives us a quick dopamine hit, a little word that reinforces the behavior. It's about working with your brain, not against it. Does that make sense?
Then that's so great.
Well, I'm glad you think so. Pretty clever little system when you break it down. So, do you feel like you have a better understanding of how micro habits can actually move the needle? Perfect. Anything I can clarify further, or shall we move on? You're the captain of the ship.
Yes, yes. Can children also use micro habits?
Absolutely. In fact, micro habits are fantastic for kids. Their willpower isn't fully developed, and goals can be really discouraging. Something like read for 20 minutes every night can feel impossible, but read one page or read for 5 minutes is totally doable. It builds a positive relationship with learning and helps them develop good habits without feeling overwhelmed. What do you think? Do you see how this could work? with the kids you work with?
Wonderful. Thanks. Next,
You're very next. All right, what's on the docket?
uh,
Lay it
how
on
do
me.
micro habits in help in career?
Okay, micro habit. Got it. Micro habits helping with your career? Excellent question. In your
Yes.
career, micro habits can be about building skills, networking, or just improving your daily work life. Instead of write a proposal, it's spend 10 minutes outlining a proposal. Instead of network with people in your industry, it's send one LinkedIn connection request. They're a way to consistently move towards your career goals without feeling burned out. It can also boost your productivity and make you feel more in control. Make sense?
That's a great.
Glad you think so. A lot of career advancement isn't about these massive leaps, but about consistent, small efforts. Do you have any specific career goals you're working towards right now? Maybe we can brainstorm some micro habits tailored to those? No pressure at all, just thinking out loud. All right, well,
But
are we?
how did they save energy? How did they save energy?
That's a really insightful question. Micro habits save energy in a couple of ways. First, they reduce decision fatigue. You're not constantly deciding whether or not to do a big, overwhelming task. It's already decided. You do the tiny thing. Second, they require very little motivation. That means less mental resistance, less procrastination, and less overall effort. They essentially automate good behavior, so you don't have to expend energy consciously willing yourself to do them. You conserve energy by making the right thing the easy thing. Does that explain it? You're
Yes.
processing? Got it. It's kind of subtle, isn't it? It's not about bursting with motivation, it's about removing the barriers to action. You're freeing up mental bandwidth for other things. All right. What's next on our list of topics? Or are you good for now? Okay, that sounds good.
Yes.
If you ever want to pick this up again,
Um,
just let me know.
a
It's been
very
lovely chatting with
amazing, interesting questions. Can micro habits improve relationships?
Oh, absolutely. That's a fantastic question. Micro habits can be hugely impactful in relationships. It's about the small, consistent acts of connection. Instead of have a deep conversation, it's tell your partner one thing you appreciate about them each day. Instead of plan a romantic getaway, it's send a thoughtful text message. These little gestures build intimacy and strengthen bonds. It's a way of showing love and appreciation without a lot of effort. It's about consistency, not grand gestures. What do you think? Does that align with your experience? Does that ring true in your experience working with families and relationships? So you like that. Wonderful. Is there anything specific about relationships that comes to mind when we're discussing habits?
Great point.
Oh,
What's the habit stacking method? What is habit stacking methods?
excellent question. Habit stacking is a fantastic way to implement micro habits. It's when you link a new micro habit to an existing habit. So you take something you already do automatically, like brushing your teeth or making coffee, and then immediately do your new micro habit. After I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. After I make coffee, I will write one sentence. It leverages
Wow.
existing routines. Sorry, I trailed off there. It leverages existing routines to make the new habit more automatic. By anchoring it to something you already do, you remove the need for willpower and make it more likely you'll actually do it. It's a bit of a cheat code, really. Is that clearer? You want an
Yes.
example
So
applied
friends,
to relationships,
yes.
maybe?
Today. Thank you so much, Aya. So, friends, we learned today macro habits are tiny actions with massive results. So, small steps every day lead to big changings tomorrow. Thank you, Maya, for you having me in my show. So, keep it up, and we will meet next episode with new topic with new learnings. Until take yourself, keep growing and keep inspiring.